Some minds are born to change the world, only to die in silence and solitude. This man once lit up the planet, dreamed of wireless energy and smart devices long before they existed, and yet, history forgot him for decades. His name is Nikola Tesla. And his story will make you see our modern world in a whole new light. If you're into strange and powerful true stories from history, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another legendary tale. Nikola Tesla, the man who ushered in the age of global electricity. A strange childhood where genius was forged. Nikola Tesla was born in 1856 in the small village of Smiljan, then part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, now Croatia. From a very young age, Tesla astonished adults with his extraordinary memory and vivid, almost otherworldly imagination. In his mind, every idea could take shape, whether it be strange machines or natural phenomena, all decoded through his intuitive brilliance. The greatest influence on Tesla came from his mother, a woman with no formal education, yet gifted with the ingenuity to craft household tools with her own hands. She planted in Tesla the seed of engineering, a gift he would later hold in higher regard than any prestigious diploma. But a tragic turning point came early, the sudden death of his younger brother. The trauma left a deep psychological scar, triggering vivid hallucinations. Tesla began to see detailed images and sounds in his mind, so clear and exact that he no longer needed sketches or diagrams. He could construct and simulate his inventions entirely within his imagination, down to the smallest screw. A strange childhood where genius was forged. Nikola Tesla was born in 1856 in the small village of Smiljan, then part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, now Croatia. From a very young age, Tesla astonished adults with his extraordinary memory and vivid, almost otherworldly imagination. In his mind, every idea could take shape, whether it be strange machines or natural phenomena, all decoded through his intuitive brilliance. The greatest influence on Tesla came from his mother, a woman with no formal education, yet gifted with the ingenuity to craft household tools with her own hands. She planted in Tesla the seed of engineering, a gift he would later hold in higher regard than any prestigious diploma. But a tragic turning point came early, the sudden death of his younger brother. The trauma left a deep psychological scar, triggering vivid hallucinations. Tesla began to see detailed images and sounds in his mind, so clear and exact that he no longer needed sketches or diagrams. He could construct and simulate his inventions entirely within his imagination, down to the smallest screw. A mind ahead of its time, the man who saw the future. Nikola Tesla was more than a scientist, he was a dreamer with a vision far beyond his era. Over his lifetime, he was granted more than 300 patents across 26 countries, a staggering testament to his limitless intellect. And even that figure does not fully capture the breadth of his innovations. Many ideas were never patented, but still built and demonstrated, paving the way for technologies humanity would only come to understand decades later. Among his greatest contributions was the AC induction motor, the core of modern electric power systems. It powers not only industrial machinery but forms the foundation of our global electricity infrastructure. Then there was the Tesla coil, capable of generating extremely high voltage, high-frequency electricity. Though it looked like magic, with electric arcs leaping through the air, the coil laid the groundwork for wireless energy transmission, radio technologies, and even medical devices. In 1898, Tesla stunned audiences at Madison Square Garden by unveiling the world's first remote-controlled device, a small boat guided by invisible radio waves. Most onlookers didn't even understand what they were seeing. Some believed he was using telepathy or even magic. Tesla also pioneered fluorescent and neon lighting, creating wireless, glowing lamps that lit up darkened rooms like constellations during his public demos, an early preview of modern lighting systems. And while the world was still wrapping its head around electricity, Tesla had already begun quietly exploring X-rays and radio waves, well before Röntgen and Marconi. He envisioned a future where wireless communication, body scanning machines, and power without wires would become reality. For Tesla, invention wasn't merely science, it was prophecy, a window into a world no one else had yet imagined, a fading flame, and the late recognition of a giant. Despite being one of the greatest minds humanity has ever known, Nikola Tesla never managed to turn his brilliance into wealth. He cared nothing for profit or power. That very innocence left him vulnerable, cheated, exploited, and often left penniless. In his final years, the man who once dreamed of illuminating the entire planet lived alone in a modest room at the New Yorker hotel, surrounded only by the pigeons he adored. No fortune, no fame, no family. Tesla died in 1943, quietly and in solitude, a forgotten genius abandoned by his time. But fate would not allow his name to fade away. That same year, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that Tesla, not Marconi, was the rightful inventor of radio. It was a belated but crucial recognition, one that marked the beginning of Tesla's return to the place he deserved in history. Since then, the world has slowly rekindled the memory of Nikola Tesla, not just in books, but through real honors. Statues, museums, and scientific awards now bear his name. Even one of the most cutting-edge companies of the 21st century, Tesla Motors, was named to pay tribute to the man who imagined the future a century in advance. Today, although he no longer walks among us, Tesla's legacy lives on, in the light that banishes our darkness, in the wireless devices we hold every day, and in the boundless inspiration he gives to every soul who dares to dream beyond the possible. The legacy of a prophet of electricity. Nikola Tesla was not merely an inventor, he was the embodiment of boundless imagination, a man who dared to envision the future while the rest of the world was still trapped in the present. While humanity stumbled through the early shadows of discovery, Tesla saw a future of a wirelessly connected planet, where information, light, and energy would flow freely and without borders. Many of the ideas once dismissed as mad are now commonplace: smartphones, wireless charging, the Internet of Things, IoT, all echo the seeds of thought Tesla planted over a century ago. He once said, "When science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in one decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence." Nikola Tesla didn't just invent, he foresaw. And though he is gone, his legacy continues, like invisible currents, silently powering machines, lighting cities, and sparking impossible dreams in every corner of the world. A genius once called mad, now admired by the world. Nikola Tesla didn't just leave behind hundreds of inventions, he left us with a message: dare to dream, even when the whole world thinks you're wrong. If you believe his story deserves to be heard, please like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories that shaped our world.